All right, guys, what's happening? What's happening? Great Saturday evening. Welcome you to our Tron Case webinar, the Next Generation Community Program. And guys, this thing has been such a blessing to so many people around the world because people are taking advantage of what this thing can do. And guys, this is Jorik Battle out of Texas, and it is a pleasure to talk about Troncast, one of the few systems that we really got excited about when we first saw it. But of course, like anything today, you want to make sure that it's legit. So when we got a call from our partner, like many of you, we took a look at it, decided to get involved, and but you know, on a minimal level, just to make sure that it was up and up. It was brand new at the time, and man, so many people have come on board since then, and just you know, testimonial after testimonial. And I know one of my partners, she has came on here, I think in the last couple of months, and or the last maybe month. And I know she's excited. She wanted to just kind of share a little bit about what Troncase has been able to do for her. And she is just a very savvy investor, been in around the direct marketing space for quite a while now. And I tell you, I was very excited when she decided that she was going to join us. So let me see if she's able to unmute herself and kind of share what Troncase has been able to do for her. So Miss Pamela Jesse, are you on with us?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me okay?
I can, loud and clear. Awesome to have you on with us. And man, already a testimonial. I know that's exciting.
Yes, it is. It
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
So
well, go ahead, it's yours, man.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, the floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you so much. Well, first of all, I do want to thank you for sharing this with me. You know, I am heavily involved in another company, but I was like, okay, let me take a look at this because it is passive income. And when I took a look at the program, I like the way that they have their stats on the website. I like the way they show you the contract, they show you the audits, and I just was very comfortable with it. And then Tron is a coin that is just not that expensive. So it's a great place for someone to start and actually get their feet wet in the industry and see how crypto works. And then where else can you go and literally get paid daily, not even daily, Jorik, we get paid what, every few seconds we are paid. And I don't know how often you do it, but it is so fun to just log in and see your Tron growing all the time. It's very exciting. So as far as how long I've been in, I actually joined last month, near the end of the month. Actually, it was the middle of the month, okay? So I watched it grow for the past 2 weeks. And I had already made up my mind that I was just going to withdraw once a month, okay? Because every time you withdraw, your percentage starts over. And I know Jorik is going to go over all of this. So when we hit 1.7%, I was like, okay, I'm not touching my Tron. I'm just going to let it stay there. So I waited until the end of the month, which was yesterday. And I actually made a withdrawal this morning. So for last month, I earned for free over 20,000 Tron. And if you do 20,000 times 0.13, which is 13 cents, it ended up being around $2,600. So I'm very excited that I was able to make $2,600. I did not recruit not one person because I haven't had the time, right? But to be able to invest in something and to watch it grow, it was just amazing. So I was like, Jorik, I gotta tell somebody. He was like, well, come on, share your story. So thank you for allowing me a chance to share. You have the floor.
All right. Wow. $2,600, man. And I mean, you hadn't been here that long, but I know when you moved, go ahead.
No, I said, no, I did it. It was the middle of
yeah.
April.
Yeah. And I know when you move, you don't like to move small. So Man, I mean, that was just amazing to see. And the coolest thing is when you reinvest, the person who invited you actually gets rewarded again and again and again. So it's like a dual blessing. So you're getting blessed, and then you bless the person again and again who shared it with you. Guys, this thing is amazing. And even if you withdraw once a month and it starts over, per se, as we're going to talk about, you still are able to get close to 49% a month, which is insane by itself. But even if you withdraw once a week, and the thing about that, and we're going to talk strategy here in a moment, because I'm going to do a training tonight as well on how to set this thing up. But, even at once a week, you're still at about 45, 46% a month, which is powerful. Okay. Which is absolutely powerful. And I know I have some of my other partners, I'm going to bring them on towards the end of the presentation to kind of share their testimonial. And I tell you, it's just been awesome to see people winning. And literally, this month will make 3 months for us to be in this thing, guys, just 90 days. And it's just been unbelievable. It has really been unbelievable. So let's get into Troncase or Case. I guess Case, I've started saying what other people are saying. Troncase, Cas, it don't matter. As long as they pay me, I don't care what they call it. You know what I'm saying? So, but the whole point is you get paid 1.2 to 1.7% a day. Per day, not a month like the banks, they're a year. Okay, we're talking about 1.2 is where you start now. When we got started, it was 1%. Now people start at 1.2%. Okay, because of the community. When one wins, all wins in Troncase. That's one of the awesome things. Okay, so you can start with just 100 Tron, which now that's about 13 bucks. When I got started, 100 Tron was what, $3. Okay, it was like $3 because Tron was 3 cents. Now it's 13 cents. And so, $13, 100 times 13 cents is 13 bucks. So, or based on the current price. And guys, we've really saw Tron start to move because, and we have a feeling that Troncase case has a lot to do with the movement of the coin. And the reason being, I'm gonna show you in a minute, the kind of the proof in the pudding. But, the program is fully verified on the blockchain. Okay. There's no need to recruit if you don't want to, as you just heard, Miss Jessie, that she doesn't have time. She's heavily involved with building another program in cryptocurrency that is doing very well. And so, but I knew she would want to know about the opportunity to just grow crypto passively. And so without recruiting anybody, she's already generated $2,600 worth of Tron in less than a month. So there's no forced upgrading. When you look at the opportunity, you start to build it. Okay, there's no forced upgrades, not like a traditional MLM plan. Okay, it's more like an affiliate program, if anything. All levels are unlocked right away. You got 11 levels, okay, that you can get paid on. So everybody you share it with, they share it with through 11 levels of sharing. Okay, and literally we get paid every minute. Okay, every minute, guys. I mean, it's the most non-traditional thing you've ever seen. But we know that this whole space is non-traditional. It's like the old way of making money is out the window when it comes to cryptocurrency. It used to take 3, 4, 5 years to build $1 million. People do that now in 3, 4, 5 months. Okay, it's just a whole different animal. So here's Tron, even as it grown to almost 6 cents. When I got in again, it was around 3 cents, and it even fell below 3 cents. It fell like to 2.9, a couple of days after I joined. And, I was like, okay, it's probably not going to go that much. And it didn't go any further than that as far as lower. But I didn't care because I was getting, 1%, then 1.1, 1.2 a day. So even though it dropped, I was still growing my Tron. Okay. And the thing is, if you got 1 million Tron, 2 million Tron, folks, and it came through just, interest, basically, interest rewards, that's winning no matter what. And that's what I understood about this thing. Okay. And so, but here it is when it hit almost 6 cents. But the thing is, you got to look at a couple of things here. The market cap, and then the fully diluted market. I guess I didn't let it populate here when it was there, but then it went up a few days later to 6.5 cents, a little over that. And you can see here the fully diluted market cap and the market cap itself had started to grow. Okay, it started to grow, and a lot of that is because as we started to grow, more people coming into Tron. Because I was looking at the numbers of how many people we had in, and how much the coin was going. The more people that were joining Troncase, the higher the coin was going, and still to the day. Okay, and then you can look here, diluted market cap, and then the market cap itself is growing. Okay, we're growing. Look at the coin. Okay, so it's kind of like a correlation. The more we were taking out of circulation, the more this thing was growing. Okay, and then when you look at here, it's up to 12 billion now. Okay, and then 8 billion here. Now look at the coin just the other day, right at 12 cents. So the more we've grown, the more we've watched this coin grow. And that's really the way it's supposed to be also. I mean, there's a lot of things obviously that affect cryptocurrency, mainly what Bitcoin does too. But the whole point still now is, as the demand is growing, we've seen this token grow in spite of what everything else is doing, because there's a certain built-in feature that we all know about, which is Troncase. We are building and taking this thing out of circulation because we get paid to hold Tron in our wallets. So the more of it we hold, the less of it is out there in circulation, which means it becomes more valuable, right? So that's just one of the things. But Troncase, the platform, was developed by a blockchain software development team using smart contracts, and offers an opportunity, for us in a completely decentralized manner. And most people take a look at the website to look at, making sure that the codes are safe. They were talking about this when I first joined, and I was like, what are they talking about? Now I have a better understanding, because there was an audit done when these guys first got started, and the audit proved, okay, that there was the codes were safe, that the smart contract was a legitimate smart contract. We've seen some other companies come out and claim to be so-called smart contracts, and they're not here no more, and they ran off with the people money, right? And so that's why a lot of folks are gun shy. Now, we're not making any guarantees here. We can't, because you never know, right? But we do like the evidence that everything is on the up and up because of the third-party audit that was done by a very reputable firm when these guys first got started. The other thing I liked about Troncase is that they didn't come out with a lot of hype. A lot of these programs, they get hyped up and they just want to get a lot of people in fast. When that happens, I've noticed two things. One, they can't handle the growth, and it just, disrupts the whole thing and gets a lot of people upset. Then number two, those don't last. They end up, going away because it's a money grab. And so these guys didn't do any of that. Nobody had ever even heard of it. They're like, what? Troncase, what is that? Right? And so Tron, really? So guys, they just opened up and built organically. And here we are now approaching 100,000 people in this thing, and since like the middle of January. So it's pretty phenomenal how they put this together. And what are the advantages of the Troncase platform? Well, it is completely decentralized, okay? In other words, it's not managed by anyone, including the software team that put it together. It's developed as a fully autonomous system. No person has access to the funds. Your funds are secured between you and the smart contract. And that's the way it should be, okay? You got full transparency. It's totally immutability, okay? Meaning that once the contract has been defined, it's like a law you can't bend or change in any way. And of course, the high security, because it is on the blockchain, okay? It is on the blockchain, okay? So we don't have to worry about hackers or none of that, all right? So the instant transactions, nobody needs to process your contributions or your withdrawal requests. Transactions are approved within seconds because they're on the Tron blockchain, okay? And of course, the Tron blockchain attached to the Ethereum network, And it just moves a lot faster than Bitcoin. I'm sorry. I mean, we remember last year when we were moving Bitcoin, it didn't take that long. Maybe, a couple of minutes, at 3 minutes, 5 minutes at the most, sometimes a little longer, but at most times, no more than 5 minutes. Now, man, you could wait an hour, 2 hours, a half a day for your Bitcoin to show up because there's so many people involved with it. And there's so many transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain. Well, that's why we're excited about this as well, because boom, boom, everything moves fast, okay? And so the marketing plan really was designed for unparalleled sustainability, while meeting the expectations of both the passive participants and leaders who are building teams, okay? So we got the best of both worlds. Like again, not like an MLM with all the, the rules and stuff. It's more like just a regular program that anybody can access and start sharing with people we care about, okay? And as they share it and others share it and others share it through 11 levels, we get compensated, okay? So again, the minimum deposit is 100 Tron. The maximum is 4 million, okay? Now, back when Tron was like 3 cents, 4 million was like 120,000, okay? Then it went to 5 cents. It hung at 5 cents for quite a while. And we was like, well, 200 grand, okay? Well, now at 13 cents, man, we're talking about, almost $600,000 worth of Tron is where it maxes out now. And it's like anything in crypto, guys. The higher the coin goes, the fewer of them you buy, with a certain amount of money. I mean, $100 now doesn't buy as many Tron as it did when I started, because it was 3 cents. Now it's 13, 14 cents. You're not going to get as much, but you're still getting a ton at 13 cents. Imagine if you try to buy a Bitcoin right now. One Bitcoin, I mean, you're talking about 50 G's, 55,000. So you're definitely not getting as much for your money as you would some of the altcoins like Tron and others. So we're excited about Tron and all the others because, guys, because of this program, I've been able to purchase some other altcoins. And man, it's just been like amazing every week to see how this thing is growing. And this is really the tip of the iceberg. But it's good to have something stable that's going to grow passively every single day for you, okay? So the total income that you're going to generate per deposit is 300%, okay? 300%. And so the whole thing about that, guys, is when you look at, it takes about 6 months to accumulate the 300%, all right? And so the basic interest rate, all right, we start at 1.2%. 1.2%, okay? Every 24 hours, Troncase, the smart contract, calculates passive rewards for every contribution since the date it was made. And every hour, you're going to get 0.0416% every day, okay? So, but now, guys, it's more than that because of the incredible bonuses that have been added to the contract. And the bonuses are built in. And as we hit certain numbers, the interest rate, which means that the amount per hour is going to increase. Now, the personal hold bonus, what is that? The personal hold bonus, guys, is when you leave your interest in your account, not in your active account, because they don't deposit your interest that you earn in your active account. Okay, they put it in your inactive account. Okay, in your inactive account. So it's not growing at all. It's not creating more interest. Okay, but it's growing steadily every day from your interest bearing account from 1.2%. And every day after that, for 5 days, guys, after you start, it's going to grow 0.1% a day. So 1.2% is going to grow to 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6 to 1.7. Now we're soon to be at 1.9%. Okay, guys, that's crazy. Oh, now you're talking about another 0.2% every day. That's going to add, like another 6%. Okay, 6%. So we'll be at 57% a month instead of right now 51%. Okay, because of things like when you look at the contract total balance bonus. Okay, right here, this can add a whole nother percentage point to everything, guys, this right here. Because when there's 80 million Trons sitting on the platform, okay, the platform balance, when it's at 80 million Tron, this thing goes up 0.2%. And for every 80 million that accumulates on the platform after that, so we go from 80 million to 160 million to 240 million to 320 to 400 to 480 million Tron on the platform balance, it's going up 0.2% every time it hits one of those 80 million, okay? So again, 1.7 goes to 1.9, then 2.1, then 2.3, all the way up to a whole another percentage point, because 5 times 0.2 is 1 whole percent, which means it will go from 1.7% to 2.7%. Now that would be crazy, because now, guys, we're adding some serious volume to our daily amount, okay? I mean, that's when you're starting to push close to 100% a month, at least 70-something% a month, okay? Now, the community bonus is the other thing. This is where we come in by referring other people to grow their Tron, to grow their crypto. This thing adds another 0.1%. It'll do that 5 times also, up to a whole 0.5%, okay? So we already have accumulated one of these when we hit our first 50,000, all right? That's why instead of 1.5 when we started, it now goes to 1.7 a day because of this community bonus. They added another 0.1%, and it'll be another one every the next 50,000. So when we hit 100,000, we get another raise. The 150,000, another raise. 200 to all the way up to 250. That would have given us 5 raises of 0.1%. Okay. And then the leader bonus also will give us 5 raises of 0.1% every time 20 million in Tron has been paid out in referral commissions. Referral commissions. Okay. That's when people tell other people and they start with Troncase, they paid out referral commissions, right? So once there's 20 million, so we've already gotten one of those bonuses as well. Okay. So the next one probably is right around the corner. And again, when it's all said and done, we could be at 3.5% per day. 3.5% a day. Folks, when you do the math on that, that's 100% a month. So if you got $500 in there worth of Tron and you let it sit for 30 days at 3.5%, guys, you're gonna make 500. If you had 1,000, you're gonna make 1,000. If you had 10,000, you're gonna make 10,000. Whatever you have in your account that sits in there at 3.5% a day, at the end of 30 days, you're gonna have 100% match, basically. Okay, so that, folks, is gonna be absolutely crazy. And it's all built into the smart contract. Now, the thing is, again, we're at 57,000 participants as of earlier today. So we're on our way to, hitting that 100,000 mark. You can help us with that, but you also can help yourself, because when we hit 100,000 participants, this thing goes again from 1.7 to 1.8. Then we hit 150 to 1.9. But more importantly, what if a lot of those people are in your 11 levels? That means you're getting paid a ton of referral, because every time people reinvest, they take their interest and put it back, maybe keep some and put some, you're getting paid again and again, okay? So 180 million Tron contributed into the Troncase program. And so, guys, we're definitely on our way to another 0.2% raise here, probably in the next few days. So again, we would jump from 1.7 to 1.9 anyway, okay? Anyway, and that's just crazy, because now we're gonna be in that 60% per month range. That's crazy. So here's some of the goals they set, and we fell short of the goals here the first quarter. So we're now on to the second quarter, and they had lofty goals. But I think as the percentage starts to go up, guys, there are gonna be more and more people. And the more people, the more Tron goes up, because the more Tron we're taking out of circulation, because we're holding it because they're paying us on it. So it's just an amazing thing, guys, to see this thing go crazy, okay? Not to mention, we're right on the cusp of introducing our own exchange. okay? And that part is also was from design from the start, where now we're gonna start seeing rewards from our own exchange as well. But the whole point is, the average interest rate for a savings account in this country is anywhere from 0.5% to about 1%. And that's not monthly, that's not daily, that's annual. That's APY. So in other words, if you had $100 in your account, they're gonna give you $1 at the end of the year. You would have earned one whole dollar. I don't even know how you break that down, right? How is that calculated? Like, I guess you say $1 divided by 12. And that's kind of how it's, you're getting what, 3, 4, about 9 cents a day or something like that, or 9 cents a month. That's crazy, right? So, but here, folks, don't misunderstand. And we're not saying risk everything you have. I would not take everything I had and put it here, okay? Although if you had did that up to this point, man, you'd be happier than what the bank is doing, because they don't care. They just, they ain't trying to hear it, right? But folks, over here, people are flat out winning, okay? Flat out winning. We have people who've already maxed this thing out at 4 million Tron, and they're getting 51% a month on that. That's like over 200 some thousand a month. It's crazy, right? So the whole point is, when you look at me getting started here, I started back on February the 4th. Okay, I put 1,000 Tron, which Tron was 3 cents, so $30. Now you put 1,000 Tron, it's going to be $130. So it's pretty crazy, right? And we've seen some other tokens do like that as well, man, over the last 90 days. Goodness. That's why I say, folks, we're at the right place, right time. What I like about people getting involved now, especially if it's their first opportunity, like Miss PJ said earlier, it's a great way to get your feet wet. It's a great way to get and start using crypto and know you're making it every day. You're making money every day, okay? So I said, yep, I'm definitely gonna do it. So I got started. There was about 3,000 people in the program at that time. So, I just started seeing it grow. Quickly it went to 2.6 Tron. Off of my 30,000 Tron, I already had 2.6. Then, later on, it went to 12.1, okay? And then, a couple of days went by and it was at 22 Tron. Okay, a few more days went by and it's steady rising. But I was looking at the total here at that time. There was only 18 million Tron that had been, contributed to people getting started. And of course, the total active participants had grown to 4,300 people. Now I just showed you we're at 57,000 now. Okay, so, but guys, is this thing, what I figured about this is it doesn't matter, okay, how many people are in. If you're not in, it doesn't matter, because you're not getting that 51% a month, and people in your close circle probably aren't either, because it's a great chance they would have already told you already, okay? And so that's the good thing. Remember, we're talking about 57,000 people around the world, not just in the US. This is around the world. So literally, it's like nobody's in, okay? Which is cool, but it's gonna start gaining crazy traction, okay? We've seen it start to grow already. Now, here's when I hit 1.4% for the first time. My account had grown to 47 Tron. And then it started to grow because I started telling people about it, because what I realized, like, hey, it works, okay? After a few days, I was like, man, absolutely it works. I mean, how long do we have to wait to figure out something works? Either it's gonna give you coffee out the machine when you put the cup in and close it and push the button, or it's not, right? And we're gonna know that pretty quick. Same thing here. So now I decided to go ahead and start sharing it with a few people. And what happened is, we started to grow more. In fact, I outgrew what I put in here. And to be honest, guys, I've built this thing off of referral money than I have my own money putting in to try to just grow it. Okay. So a lot of the interest that I've gained has been from referrals. Okay. And so here you can see total earned, total withdrawn. Okay. So 1265, that comes from the referrals, and the difference of that came from interest in the program. Okay. And so the more referrals you make, man, this thing explodes. And then you can see here 13,000 referral rewards, because now as you tell people and they're reinvesting, every time someone you share this with reinvests, you're getting paid again. And people they told, and people they told, and people they told, the more people start to reinvest. Because I mean, what you realize is if your funds, your account is growing, so it's putting more interest, and the interest is growing, which is putting more money in the account. But if it's sitting there void, just not growing at all, just sitting in the whole tank, it's not making you any money. So you want to take that out of there and put it in your interest bearing, maybe take some and do something else with it. And that's what I've done, folks. I far outweighed my loss. No way can I lose with this program now, because I've taken way more out and invested in other coins just from the interest and the referrals. And that's where you want to position yourself. So think about it like this: 1.7% a day is 11.9% a week. Okay, 51% a month. So the more Tron you have in there working, okay, the more income you're gonna get every week, every day, every month. So think about it like this: if you had $100 in Tron, okay, $100 in Tron, we're talking about $51 a month. That's what that's gonna make you. Your $100 in Tron right now will earn you $51 a month. That's $1.70 a day. Now, what if you start referring people and you could put $1,000 worth of Tron in? Well, now that's $510 a month in Tron. Okay. So now every month at 51%, you're going to generate $510 worth of Tron. Okay. Or $17 a day. That's enough to take care of breakfast and lunch. Okay. And maybe even depending on what kind of dinner you do, maybe some dinner. Okay. Or you can, 3 days you could do dinner. Right. But the whole point is this: 5,000 in Tron, you're talking about $25.50 a month. Now that's a lot of people's full job. Okay. That's $85 a day. After you take out all the benefits and everything, a lot of folks, that's what they take home every month. And here we're doing that with just interest. Okay. With just interest. And of course, 10,000, okay, we're talking about $5,100 a month. That's over 60 grand a year. We're talking about $170 a day. Okay. Now, of course, you can eat lunch, dinner, and everything else. $170 a day. Yes, indeed. But how can we go to 10,000? Well, some people are starting with 10,000. That's like you just heard Miss Jessie earlier talk about 2,600, and she's just barely been in right at a month, I think. 2,600 already. Okay. But she had the crypto to start at about, 5,000. But you got to get in where you're comfortable. Okay. Because everybody can't make that. And I wouldn't recommend you gamble anything. Okay. Calculate it. It's not a get rich quick, but at the same time, it don't have to be slow either. Okay. And so 10,000 Tron, you literally have a full-time income coming in. Okay. A full-time middle-class income, $170 a day. All right. But then, guys, 50,000 in Tron, now we're talking about 25,000 a month. Okay. 25,000 a month. That's well over $250,000. That's about 300-some thousand a year. Right. So now we're in that upper echelon income now. Okay. Moving right out of the middle class. And of course, $850 a day, not a week, per day. Okay. And of course, 100,000 worth of Tron, 51 grand a month, 1,700 a day, and 200,000, 102,000 a month, $3,400 a day. I know Ms. PJ talk about, we talk about winning here, but man, can you imagine that we were able to pull out 2,600 a day? It's possible. Let me show you. Through the referral, the affiliate program, because a lot of people, I don't want to tell nobody. I understand. But then you truly are risking all your own money because you're not making anything else. So you have to just build it with your own funds. And you can do that. People are doing it. Okay. She did it. So people are doing that. But what if you can minimize your exposure of your own funds and generate more referrals? That's why we're doing these webinars, because we want to give people avenues to share this with as many people. Not to mention, if your money just sitting in the bank, at 1% a year, and that's being generous, man, you know, we can't even say losing, but at the same time, when we understand the lack of buying power you're missing out on, folks, that it's just insane. It's just insane. And that's for people who don't look at it that way, this is not for you. And I get it. It's not for everybody. But, you know, I would rather definitely have 51%, you know, a month, 1.7, 1.8% a day versus 1% a year. It's not even close. But let's look at this. You know, when you look at the first level, you're going to pick up 7%. Everybody you personally refer, Troncase is going to deposit 7% into your account. And they put it directly into your wallet. Okay. It doesn't stay in their account. So your interest does stay in the Troncase account, but it's not in the interest bearing account. It's just sitting there. And basically you have to withdraw it in order to get that out. And then it goes into your wallet. Okay. But the referral goes directly into your open wallet that you control. Okay. So even if something were to happen to Troncase, your referral funds go right into your wallet. Okay. And you can, you know, use it to trade and buy other coins. You could use the cash, turn it into cash and go pay bills with it, whatever. But we pick up 7%. Level 2, these are the people who we introduce, their folks, we get 3%. Level 3, 1.5%. Now you might start getting into areas where you don't even know the people. I know I'm getting rewarded on folks I don't even know. And that's really awesome. Okay. Level 4, 1%. Level 5 through 7 is 0.5%. Level 8, 0.4%. Level 9, 0.3. Level 10, 0.2. And level 11, 0.1%. Now, a lot of times, you know, we look at these small percentages and we're like, oh, that's a little bit. But when you look at the company you work for, how much they bring in and how much they pay you, what's your percentage of income? Most people don't even think about that, you know, like 0.001% or something, right? Well, and that's just being facetious a little bit, but it's true. It's really the truth because, you know, you look at the overall amount the company makes and then what you make as an employee, you know, it's like this right here. But the beautiful thing here is we get to take these funds and we can activate them and start generating more. We can compound on top of the compound, basically. Okay. And that's what I like about this thing. So here, the 11 level unilevel, I kind of put together an example. What if we all refer 10 people and everybody just put $10? Now you can't even do that now because 100 Tron is $13, which you'll probably need at least 20 in your account. So it would have to be double this, but just looking at it, let's just use for illustration, $10, 10 people we refer and they put in $10, okay? This shows you the power of the affiliate program, all right? So let's look. Level 1, 10 people putting in $10, $100 collectively, those 10 people, right? So in $10, we know that's not gonna hurt nobody. It's hard to get out of McDonald's or Chick-fil-A now, $10. So, you know, $7 is what you're gonna earn, all right? Because you get 7% of that $100. That's level 1. Level 2, you get 3%. So those 10 each refer 10, that's 100. And they put $10 a piece, that's 1,000, okay? So you get 3%, it's $30. $37 in income. So you've already generated more than you put in, 3 times more, almost 4 times more. So you could put that in and see, because remember, that 37 is paid out right now and it's going right into your wallets. You can now turn around and deposit it right into your trading account, okay? And then guys, level 3, 1.5%. So those 100 people refer 10 each, that's 1,000 times $10, 10,000, you get 1.5%, that's $150. So that's 15 times more what you started, okay? So as we go on and on here, you can see how crazy this thing can be, guys. Through 8 levels, everybody just putting $10. We're over $1.5 million. You're over $1.5 million that you're gonna generate in Tron, okay, just through 8 levels. That's done. You could max this thing out. You could max this thing out at 4 million Tron, okay? And you know, you're done. You're done. Because now you draw an income about 200 and some thousand a month. Can you imagine that? And all we did was build a network. We created a referral network and we're done. A lot of people do this right now on the internet today, selling all kinds of stuff, information, books, trainings. That's what they're doing, right? And that's just 10 people with $10 each, and we're done. What if it took you 24 months to build something like this, 8 levels? And it's still 3 more levels below that, right? But we're just saying through level 8, you maxed this out perfectly, 24 months. And you're doing about 3 million a year. 3 million a year in residual income. That would be the life, right? Absolutely. Talk about retirement. But look, level 9, 30 million, level 10, 200 million, and level 11, 1 billion. Be a billionaire, right? Even if you didn't put it in there and you did something else with it, you bought some other crypto. I mean, done. And this could be done for generations, right? Because now we can take these principles and teach them to our offspring, which we should be doing anyway. So guys, I tell you, this thing is powerful, but let's look at something else. Let's say 3 people put in 50 bucks, all right? Well, if we go through 8 levels here, you still from $50, okay, you're well over 2 grand. You're well over 2 grand. So that's 40 times what you started with, okay? 40 times. So you now have the funds that you can put back. Let's say you put back half, okay, which would be 1,000, and you keep 1,000. So now you're good to go. You're totally on house money, and this thing could absolutely explode, okay? Because you just put 1,000 in there from your referral, and there's literally no risk, okay? But as it grows, because you can't stop it, it grows through 11 levels. That's almost 20 grand. So you take 10,000 and you put another 10,000 back in. Folks, think about that. That's like 5 grand a month worth of Tron. You have 5,000 a month in residual income. You just max this out. You keep half the money and put half back in. Now, if you put the whole thing back in, you're at 10,000 a month. Okay, you got a 10,000 month income just coming in every month, passive. You can do it again and again. So what about 3 people with 500? Well, as we generate and people put back, technically this is happening. With that same 3 with 50, see how you hit 500 right here? So if we took 500 and put it back in, basically it will start to look like this. If everybody did that, now look at your referrals, okay? Now through 8 levels, you're at 20,000, okay? You're at 20,000 there through 8 levels, and all the way through 11 levels, you're at 200,000. So now if you took 100 grand, put it in, and you keep 100 grand, okay, you got 50,000 a month coming in. At 51%, 100 grand worth of Tron, you got 51,000 worth of Tron. Now, what if that Tron is steady going up, which it will, because if we're buying that much Tron, the price of Tron is going to keep going up too, because we're taking more of it out of circulation. We're creating more value for Tron. So it's just a win-win situation. Can you think about people who've been doing this for years in the stock market, and here we could do it here? And this is just one cryptocurrency. Guys, this is so crazy, right? And so the more we generate though, look at this, 5 people instead of 3, we put 5 people with 50 bucks, okay? Look how fast now we hit 20 grand, okay? We hit 20 grand through 7 levels, but then through 11 levels, we're at 3.8 million. 3.8 million, okay? Now, the thing is, they won't even let you put $1 million in one account. The most you could put in there is like 500 some thousand, because 4 million Tron, that's about 500 some grand. So that's the most you can put. But imagine you max out an account for you, your family, another one for business. You just create 3 or 4 accounts. And you still, out of 3.8 million, if you create 4 accounts, that's about 2 million. You still have 1.8 million left over to go do something else. Okay, pay cash for some real estate, do something, right? More, and guys, it's insane what we could do here. Okay, so I tell you, getting started is simple. First, you just decide. And from there, you got to set up a Tron Link Pro wallet or a Clever wallet. Okay, Tron Link Pro or Clever. Now, there's a couple of other ones. We stick to the basics. Okay, Tron Link Pro or Clever. And you want to load at least $100 worth of Tron into your wallet. Now, with Clever, you can actually purchase Tron on the wallet itself. Okay, and that's why I like Clever. It's a little more, more refined than Tron Link Pro. But then you follow the instructions to connect your wallet, start sharing. But I'm gonna go over it, guys. We're gonna do a training here tonight. I'm gonna go over that. So you get your Tron, you download the apps, okay? Or if you're gonna buy it off of Clever, then you download the app, the wallet, set up your wallet, all your keywords. You want to put those in a safe place. I wouldn't recommend nothing digital. Don't put them nowhere digital. Get you a journal or something, put them in a journal or somewhere, guys, because I made that mistake. And man, listen, they will rip you off, right? They will rip you off. It lets you know that people are auditing our information all the time. It's there, it's available. So we got to be careful, and they tell us, don't put it on no type of nowhere digital. Just don't. No cloud, no nothing like that. All right. Now, the other thing is send your Tron to the smart contract. You got to make your contribution and then you start earning. Okay. It's really that simple. And, Warren Buffett said he loves compound interest. That's how he's become, a multi-billionaire, compound interest. Imagine him doing all of this stuff we just showed you over a period of 50, 60 years. He's been doing this stuff, with stock and property and different things, real estate. Man, it's just insane when you think about it, right? We could have started back, but I mean, now, hey, some of us young enough, we can still enjoy it. But, he said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work till you die. And we all know that's a fact. Because basically, usually if you're working for your money, it's not enough. It's not enough to go beyond the lifestyle. Unless we have enough to where, we figured out that, hey, I need to compound some of this that's left over and, you'll be good. But remember, that's when your money is starting to work. So we got to make money while we're sleeping. Got to figure it out. And man, I've been doing it now for sure since February, right? So it's the perfect combination of digital technology, high security, and platform program. Folks, you should join us today. You really should. Now, let me show you how to set up your wallet, okay? How to set up your wallet, because this is where some can be foreign to some folks. They've never dealt with it. And even dealing with, Clever or Tron Link, they are different types of wallets. They're what's called a P2P wallet, not a legacy wallet. Most folks like Coinbase and blockchain.com, those are legacy wallets, okay? Pretty simple, but they don't work, with the P2P wallet, okay? They don't work because they're on a different platform. And so if you try to send Bitcoin from your Coinbase wallet to here or any of the other tokens, they won't work, okay? They won't. You got to either get an exchange, which is a whole nother training, or, you got to create a P2P wallet. That's just what it is. And so that's why they recommend that. In other programs, if you get involved with altcoins, you'll pretty much see the same thing. Okay. So the first step is to get some Tron. Now, again, if you download Clever, you can buy Tron with your debit card, but it has to be a bank card. I mean, we tried Cash App card, it won't work. So you got to use a real bank card or a credit card. Okay. So get you some Tron, and then you want to download the app. Okay. Now, again, if you're going to use Clever, you can just buy it off Clever. And when you buy the Tron, it'll go directly into your wallet from there. Okay. But if you don't, if you buy it somewhere else, then you have to transfer it to your wallet. Okay. Then we're going to show you how to log in to the website of the person who referred you and go ahead and make your contribution and create your account. And then you start earning instantly. Okay. Now, a few websites, Swisher, Fimex, Kraken. Kraken is my favorite exchange, but you got these other ones and there's several out there. So, but make sure that when you set these up, guys, you put your information in a safe place. Now, most people try to go straight to the internet and put in the referral link. It won't work. Okay, it won't work. See, if you take that referral from your partner here, like see right here, this is the referral link up at the top. If you take that referral link that they're going to give you, okay, and you put it on the regular internet, won't work. Okay, it won't work. You have to put that referral link inside the wallet. Okay, you got to put it inside the wallet itself, inside the DApp. And a DApp is like a URL, but it's built inside the wallet. So, because when you see this, and anytime you see that, you should stop because you're not at the right place. Now, sometimes when you log in, it may take a moment to populate, and then the information will pop in. But if you wait a few moments and you get used to about how long it takes for it to populate and it doesn't, then something's wrong. Okay. And you should never make a contribution if it says no upline. Usually it won't even let you. Okay. So, but you want to make sure that that information pops up here before you make that contribution or try to. Okay. Now, normally it's always going to show 1,000 because that's what, is pretty much recommended. But, 100 is the minimum. So you could just put your cursor right here and just type in 100 or 200 or 400 or 800 or whatever you want. Okay. Whatever you're comfortable with. All right. So let's look at Clever first. And in setting up Clever, you just go to your App Store or the Google Play Store if you have an Android or iPhone. Okay. And so you want to look up Clever, you look up the logo, and they actually have their own coin too. So, but the whole thing is, Clever Wallet, you go ahead and download it, then you open it. Okay. And once you open it, you want to go to the portfolio. Now, obviously, you're going to go through some security measures to get to the portfolio. So, again, make sure you have a journal, put your information down, your keywords, and now you're good. Okay. Because you got to have your keys in order to secure your account. All right. So then you're going to pull up the portfolio. It'll probably be 0 right here. Won't be anything in there yet. So in Clever, you can, go ahead and purchase Tron from Clever. Okay. Because it has that ability. You could buy crypto right through this wallet. Okay. So going forward here, what you would do is we're going to go down to Tron. Okay. You go down to Tron, and let's just scroll down from the main page, and you click Tron. Okay. Right here, you just click it with your finger, and it's going to pull up your Tron main account. Okay. And so this is your Tron wallet, and you can see send, you can see receive, okay, staking, freeze, right? You see all of that there. So again, it's probably going to be 0 unless you've already transferred Tron or you're already using it, right? So what we're going to do is if you push on click receive, now it's going to pull up the QR code and the copy for your address, okay, for your receive address for Tron. All right. So what I like about Clever and Tron Link, they kind of show you the first few characters and the last few characters of your account. Okay. And that's important because you don't want to, get in a hurry and you push the button, it's the wrong thing. You don't want to try to type them in yourself. Copy and pasting or using the QR code is the fastest, safest way, guys, because now you're using the automation instead of trying to do it yourself. Nobody really types in all those characters anymore. All right. You want to copy and paste. So that's one thing you got to get good at, copy and pasting or using QR codes. Okay. Now, once you do that, boom, you can transfer your Tron right into your wallet, and there it is. Okay. Now, let's say that you want to buy it directly out of Clever. So you click on this last button here. Okay. It's kind of like the menu button down at the bottom. You see 5 icons. Okay. So the wallet in the middle, you can always go back to the main portfolio wallet. That's what that little wallet in the middle is. Okay. Right here. All right. So the swap, this is the S. So if you want to swap coins, you can do that right through your Clever as well. I use Clever a bunch to swap coins. Okay. But here we're going to click on the menu, kind of like the hamburger bars with a circle around it. Okay. So you click that, and this is what it's going to pull up. Okay. It's going to pull up the settings. So right here, you see where it says buy crypto. Okay. Buy crypto. That's what we want to click. Okay. We want to buy crypto. And so now buy crypto pops up, and we want to click on Tron because that's the crypto you're trying to purchase. Okay, so we're gonna click on Tron. And now when you click on Tron, it asks you, what amount do you want to purchase? And it shows you, if you say, okay, $500 worth, it'll show you 7,043 Tron. Okay. Now that was then. It won't give you that much Tron now. Okay. But it's going up, and that's a great thing for everybody. It's a great thing for you, even if you're just getting started, because you're buying a coin that's appreciating, and that's a good thing. Okay. So $500 worth, you just type it in, or whatever the amount. Okay. So now you put it in there and you click next here at the bottom. And now you say buy crypto. The next going to bring you, where do you want it to go? Do you want it to go to your main account? Yes. And that's inside your wallet. Okay. So it's going to pull it up and show you right here, that's your wallet address. So you see the first few characters and the last few characters. So now you go ahead and click proceed to checkout. Okay. And there you go. You put in your card information. So this is where it's going to pull up the Simplex pay site, and it's automatic. So you ask for 500 here. Okay. And there it is right here. So you put your card number and all your information, and just like a regular purchase, there you go. And that Tron will now show up right into your wallet within a matter of minutes. Okay. Sometimes seconds. And there you go. So now we're ready to go because you purchased your Tron. Okay. So now we're ready to go ahead and make our contribution. So you either deposited Tron, maybe somebody sent it to you, you can send them the money and they can send you the Tron. Okay. Or you can go purchase your own Tron. All right. And it's just that simple. So look at this right here, guys. Bitcoin Cash. Isn't that something? How many of us wish we'd have bought it? Because I think today it's like 900 and something. So it's just crazy, right? Or BNB. Look at BNB, right? $95. Now it's like $620 something. Okay. I mean, literally, we're watching history just go forward. If you just look at just a few months ago, this was just a few months ago. I hadn't been in here 3 months yet. And you look at how some of these altcoins have grown over a matter of 90 days. It's just crazy, right? And that's why I tell people, if I just had more money to play with when I started even, you could just look at how much money you would have made just on a few of these altcoins. And you can trade. So I take a lot of times my Tron and I trade within these coins daily. So I'm doing my own trading right here. Okay. But now once you click the button here, and what you're going to click is the globe down here. You see that globe? Well, that's going to pull up the DApp or the URL inside the wallet. So that's why you can't go to the regular internet URL on your computer and put in the referral link. You got to hit the internet inside of your wallet here. Okay. And so now it pulls up the URL. And once you've done it, you're going to have, when you go under recents, it's going to show you right here. You can just click under that. You don't have to keep copying and pasting URL. It's going to show under your recents, or it'll show under your history, or you can save it under your favorites. Okay. So that's a cool way to use the wallet. But now you're going to copy and paste the referral link of the person who's getting you involved. Okay. So you put their information right here in the URL, and it's going to take you here. It's going to see high risk alert. We've detected that you are assessing a high risk DApp. And of course you click on I understand and want to continue. And that's just for security, just in case you didn't know, but hey, that's where we're going. Okay. That's the right information. So you click on I understand, want to continue. And now it's going to pull up the web page. Okay. It's going to pull up the right web page. And now you're ready to go. So what do? You're going to go up here and click the menu tab. Okay. The menu tab. And when you do, it's going to pull up the back office pretty much. Okay. Or on the way to the back office. And so now about us, secure platform, marketing plan, representative, personal wallet, contribution. You got to make a contribution because the other ones won't work because you're not in yet. You're not in. So you got to go ahead and make a contribution. Okay. So you make the contribution, you click on that tab, it's going to pull up 1,000. Okay. And again, if you don't want to put 1,000, you want to put lesser than that, then you just put your cursor on the 1,000 and back, get the 1,000 out and put in 100 or 500 or 800, whatever. Now, let's say that you want to leave about 15 to 20% in your wallet for energy, okay? Because energy is the thing. You're going to get an out of energy if you try to put all of it. Let's say you put 1,000 in there on the dot and you're trying to deposit 1,000. It's not going to work because it's going to say out of energy. All right. Every transaction takes energy, but here's the thing. They only use the funds for a little while and it really goes nowhere. Okay. It's not like we're actually paying for energy. Okay. So what happens is the best way to get around that is instead of deposit, if you want to put 1,000, I would deposit 1,250 Tron. Okay, it's not $1,000, that's 1,000 Tron. So I would load 1,250 Tron in my wallet, so you would have 250 left over for energy. Okay, and it usually will go right through. Now another way is to freeze some energy, and now you can do all the transactions you want. Okay, but at least you could get beyond this one by just leaving enough in there, okay? And you can do that like maybe every 12 hours, you can use the same extra amount to do another transaction, okay? So there you go, you put your 1,000 in or whatever amount, click contribution. It's gonna give you an authorization tip and you wanna leave it on safe mode. So you click continue, okay? And continue, and once you hit safe mode, continue, it's going to go. Now, if you change it, it'll go to something else, fast mode. And now it's a little more expensive. So, again, it may not allow it to go through. So just leave it on safe, very economical. Boom, you click continue. And it's pretty quick anyway, because remember, we're on the Ethereum chain versus, or the Tron blockchain versus Bitcoin. Okay, so now it's going to say loading. Because what we're going to do is, we're going to go back and to the original screen. Let me go back to that. I don't know why it's not showing, but we're going to go back and hit the menu, okay, again, and go back to the screen, and we're going to click on personal wallet because now you've made your contribution. You want to go into your personal wallet, and this is your personal wallet, okay? It's going to look like this. So you'll see your current daily rewards rate. Okay, you'll see the basic rewards you're getting now and the whole bonus contract, but all the detailed information will show up right there. And then it'll show your available withdrawal balance. Well, that's the amount of interest that you are starting to earn. Okay, and so you'll start to see that go. And remember, the more Tron you have, the faster that's going to grow. Okay, because you get more and more interest. So once it pops up, your current daily rewards. So obviously this is, later on after I logged in, 1.5% available withdrawal balance, $85. And so this is growing. You'll literally see it growing right here, guys, every 4 or 5 seconds. Okay, it'll start going up, going up, going up, going up. And this number, again, it's going to start now at 1.2, it'll go 1.3, 1.4, all the way up to 1.7%. As long as you don't withdraw, okay, because you can just request withdraw, it'll put it into your wallet. That 85 Tron, so okay, I need that out. So you pull that out. Now this is going to go back to 1.2. Instead of going to 1.6, it's going to go to 1.2, and it'll start back counting again. Okay, so that's what happens when you withdraw. All right. So here you can go down a little bit. You scroll down, you see your referral link. So you want to copy your referral link. I recommend you put your referral link. We have a short video that you can share with people, guys, because I always say, hey, the less you say, the best you say. So if you send somebody that short video that we've done, it's like 13 minutes, and then you send your referral link. We even have a video of going over this right here, how to set it up, okay? So you send those 2 videos and your referral link. You can send that to as many people as you like. Now, you don't have to be the salesperson. Or you can invite them to one of our webinars, okay? Which we're doing another one on, God will, Monday at 8 o'clock. Monday at 8 p.m. Central. That's 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. So next webinar Monday. All right, so that's it. So now you got your referral link. You know how to get people involved. Remember, you got to make sure they understand that you don't just take this referral link and just put it in the regular URL on your computer. You got to put it inside your wallet. Okay, so, and then of course you scroll down further, you can see your referral rewards. So as you start to refer people, so this level one referral, $70. That means that that one person put 1,000 Tron, okay, which paid me 70 Tron. So because I get 7%. So out of that 1,000, I made 70 Tron. So guys, that's the power of this thing. And I tell you, I built my account up now to almost almost 60,000 Tron because of these referrals. Okay, because of the referrals. So, and as you can see here, it's just going to keep growing, and it's always going to show total withdrawn because you withdraw it automatically, but you don't get penalized on the referrals. It's automatically withdrawn into your wallet. Okay, so it'll show total earn and total withdrawal. So the total earn is the amount with your referrals and your interest, but the total withdrawn is the amount you've earned from referrals. Okay, and so this is what you want to see. And remember, this is not the number of people on level one. This is the number of deposits that have happened on level one, on level two, level three. So I got paid on 23 deposits so that's 7% of 23 deposits, 3% of 74 deposits, 1.5% of 84 deposits, and on and on and on. Okay, guys, that's huge. Okay, and as you can see, it just keeps going up, the more. Now, when you scroll all the way down, you're going to be able to see the main Telegram group, the YouTube channel, and email support. Okay, email support. And so you got a chat bot down here if you wanted to chat or whatever. So all the information is there. You can go down even and look at the different times that webinars are going on throughout the week. You know, so there are other webinars. That's why I had kind of pulled back. I wanted to kind of let the team get exposed to some of the top people, folks who have already put over 4 million and maxed it out. And one gentleman now, he's building hospitals in India. You know, one of the first guys who did all the webinars when he first started back in January. And now he's already maxed this thing out. And he's, you know, making like $500,000 every month because he has a couple of accounts, of course. But he showed us how he was pulling his money out, redepositing. You could see it go up. I mean, we literally saw everything happening in real time, and it was just pretty amazing. Okay. So as you go in, you can click on your income or your organization and your Troncase network right here, this link. You click on that, and now you got to put your address. It's going to ask you for your address. You got to scroll back up, copy your address, and paste it in this box here, and then click search. And what it'll do, it'll pull down your organization. Okay. And so now your organization, you can see, you know, how much Tron people on your front line have deposited, you know, themselves. So, you know, I had someone right here, 19,800, you know, 3,400, right? So it's pretty awesome. And then when you go underneath their groups, you can hit the plus sign because they refer people. So I went under this person here at the 19,800. And now, you know, you can see other people under them that they're depositing. And I clicked on this one. Here was somebody had put 49,000 in. This person had put 132,000 in. Okay. So you never know who's going to join your team or in their team. That's why, you know, you get started. So within those 11 levels, you're getting paid on all of that. Okay. So it's pretty powerful. Now, Tron Link Pro, pretty much the same thing, just looks different. And sometimes between, you know, the Android and the iPhone, it can look differently a little bit aesthetically, just, you know, buttons in different places, but it's pretty much the same thing. It might even say some different stuff, but it means the same thing. So if you go to Tron Link Pro, in this instance, download the app, open it up. Now it's going to take you, looks totally different than Clever. Okay. But you got your send and receive right here. Okay. So if you're going to, here, you can't buy Tron with this wallet. So you have to send it. So you're gonna have to load Tron from somewhere else here. So you're gonna click on receive, and then it'll pull up the QR code and the address. You copy the address if need be, or just take a picture of the QR code. It'll, you know, put all the information in there, but we always double check it. Okay, make sure the first few digits and the last few digits match. And now, you know, we're ready to go. So once you've loaded in your Tron, okay, you want to click on discover. Okay, now on the iPhone, some iPhones will say URL. okay, URL. So you click that. It's usually the third icon. Okay, you click that, and now it's going to pull up the DApp or the URL inside the wallet. Okay, so you're going to paste the referral link, because the referral link is going to take you to the web page of the person who referred you. So you're going to paste their referral link into your URL here in the wallet. And now you hit enter, and it's going to confirm right here, and you just click on it. Okay, it's going to highlight, you just click on it. Now it's going to take you straight to it. Okay, so just like before, it's going to let you know that, hey, you're being redirected to a third party DApp page, and it's just a warning, so to speak. And we click enter, and now it takes you to the web page. Okay, so now pretty much from here, it's the same as everything we just did in Clever. Okay, you click on the menu tab here, the hamburger tab, and now it pulls up the wallet. You want to click on contribution. Okay, and now you make the contribution. If it's not 1,000, if it's more, then you put a more. If it's less, then you type less. Okay, but it's got to be at least 100. Okay, and so if you put in 100, then you got to make sure you put about 125 to cover the energy. Okay, so there you go. You put it in, you make your contribution, safe mode, continue, and now you're good to go. Okay, you're good to go, and it's going to start growing. Now you see here 1%, but actually now you guys don't have to start at 1%. It's 1.2. So whenever we start over or withdraw, instead of starting over from 1%, it now starts at 1.2, which is a huge advantage, because we started at 1% whenever we made a withdrawal or people got started. Okay, so and it'll keep going up. So the more of those community bonuses we pick up, it might start at 1.3, it might start at 1.5. Okay, so literally, guys, this thing can go all the way up to starting at 2%. Okay, we can go to 2%. So that's going to be amazing right there. Actually, it may even be bigger than that. So yeah, 2% I think will be it. So that's pretty awesome. And starting at 2%, people will be withdrawing more and more once we max it all out. Okay, so again, everything else after that is pretty much the same. And again, you can swap, as you see here, you can swap different coins. One thing I do like about the Tron Link app is that you can add assets to it. You can add other altcoins to your wallet. So I've added a few coins that I wanted to buy. If it supports, the Ethereum link, the Ethereum blockchain, then you can add that asset here to your wallet, and you can start swapping and trading for it. Okay, so I did that with a couple of coins too, and they're doing really well. And I just use, my referral funds from my my business, and I'm using a lot of that money to buy other altcoins, as well as I put back at least a couple of thousand to 3,000 a week. I'm putting back, compounding every week. So you figure over a 52-week period, if you put back 3,000 to 5,000 in Tron a week, man, that's going to be stupid after a year. Okay, so guys, it's a lot of fun, and hey, we're getting our feet wet with swapping and trading and that kind of thing. But the main thing is growing your account, right now to 1.7% a day. So let me see if my man is on here. Let's see, Rufus, Mr. Riddick, you on with us? Let's see, look like I see him on. Yeah, let me see, Rufus, you want to share anything this evening? Well, first of all, any questions? Anybody have any questions? If you want to unmute yourself or raise your hand, let's see, you can do that. Anybody want to unmute themselves or raise their hand if you got questions? We definitely will get your questions answered. Anybody? All right, Rufus, yes, sir, go ahead.
Well, I always got something to say, man. Hold on, let me get back over here. I don't see y'all. I'm messing with too many buttons myself.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Good stuff, man. Great to have you on with us. I'll turn it over to you.
Hey, man, I just wanted to say, man, this is, Troncase, man, is, I tell people, you got to enjoy the profits too. It's good to invest. I like investing more than spending. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you get to the point where you invest. You don't want it to get old and stale. So it's okay to take some of your profits. And like I had to do today, because my car broke down on me, I had to do some unexpected repairs to it. So I had to take a few Trons. I was blessed. I ain't had to mess with none of my Bitcoins. I just got some of my Trons and made me a couple of swaps, and I was able to take care of my car. All free money. I paid for that car for free.
Wow.
That's a blessing, man. I had to get an alternator. I had to get a radiator, brand new, and they weren't cheap. So I was able to get rid of some, get some of my Trons and, but hey, I took care of that. Now I was able to share that on Facebook, and people saw that I shared that story, and I got 2 more people who wanted to get into Troncase. So just like that, and whatever they put in, I'm gonna get 7% of it, JB. Wow. I get 7%. So you can't beat that. So I'm getting that money back again.
With the Tron and of interest, and of course the other coins that I bought with money that I've earned from Troncase, guys, literally I've been pulling out, at least or reinvesting anywhere from 1,000 to 2,200 a week. And mainly right now, I'm rebuilding my accounts, because the thing is, as you pull out and compound, what happens is, let's say last week, it grew to where you had 1,000 Tron. Next week, it's going to grow even faster. So it might have 1,300. The week after that, you might have 2,000. And it just keeps growing faster and faster the more you compound. So obviously, we're trying to get to where, we have about 20,000 Tron that's spitting out every week. And based on our calculation, we'll be there within 4 months.
Oh, yeah.
So, at the pace we're going now, we might put some more in there and do some other things with our own money. But, I just don't pace, because again, you don't have to try to get rich quick. It's there because the numbers add up. And now, we can hit goals that most folks only dreamt about. And it's the stuff that just wasn't taught to many folks growing up. I know it wasn't taught to me. And now, instead of working hard for your money and using all your principal, even though, Rufus took some of his money and went and did what he did, the beautiful thing is he didn't take the principal. The principal is still making money.
Yes,
See,
sir.
that's the part that's just, when you think about it, it's mind-boggling, because most folks, after they get paid, the money is gone. Where now we're taking money that we get paid, and the primary money is still there making money. So it becomes the job. And guys, that's the thing that has really, enlightened me over the last year and a half of learning, how to really put this stuff to work. You don't want to spend your principal. You want to work off your interest. You want to live off your interest. And man, it's a whole nother lifestyle.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And then, hey, worst case, you pass away. Now you're blessing your family to do the same thing. They literally can have the same lifestyle, but maybe more time. We talking about offspring. They can now take that money that you had, that you left, and start to compound it. On and on and on. So the principle never has to leave. Guys, it's when we get this stuff, man, it's just more than just Bitcoin and crypto. It's mathematical principle here. And that's what I'm excited about. So anybody else? Anybody else?
Appreciate you. JB, one more thing. I want to say hello to, y'all see Lorraine Harrop, all the way from New Zealand. She seen one of my Facebook posts. She seen me on a Zoom, and she ready to get in. She like, I want you to be my sponsor. She had a picture. I mean, she had her video on. Hey, Lorraine, all the way in New Zealand.
Wow.
They hear about us in New Zealand.
That's awesome.
I think she's trying to work her video, her camera.
Okay.
She, I think it's early. They almost a day. Like the day is Saturday here. It's already Sunday over there.
Yeah. I think they're like 7 hours probably ahead of us.
Exactly.
Yeah, this morning over there. Wow. Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
there she go. I talked to her and her friend today.
Okay.
She already putting people in.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Hey, Lorraine.
It's just great
All over New
principles.
Zealand. You see a daylight over there, right, JB?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. That's awesome, man. Good stuff. Well, hey, we're diversifying, guys. Our whole thing is to make sure our partners are winning. And there's a lot of stuff happening in the space. So, hey, join our WhatsApp group, because we're going to be dropping nuggets. I mean, there's some things happening in the world of crypto that are just mind-boggling. Opportunities partner with major banks like Bank of America to really take crypto more mainstream. So we've been blessed to have some incredible partners around the world in this space who are become, billionaires. And hey, they call little old me and share the information. So hey, we want to just tell our partners about it as well and get a head start on this stuff. So hey guys, we're gonna make it happen. So we appreciate everybody plugging in. Don't forget, Monday we're gonna do another webinar. And hey, we might have to make some room for New Zealanders as well. So, but I know, hey, our partners are doing Zooms all the time. So we'll definitely make sure that there's enough to go around. So if nothing else, hey guys, we really appreciate you all plugging in with us. Get back where we've invited you if you're a guest. Let's get you started, get you plugged in. God bless everybody. And hey, let's win. Let's make our Tron grow. All right. Blessings, everyone.